Okay, the Detroit Lions play the Raiders in what is a huge game because it's such a winnable game at home, Monday night. Crowds into it, got to have it. So the Lions get some unfortunate news heading into the game, and it's not the end of the world, but it is unfortunate. And that is that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to play. And that's just unfortunate because if he doesn't play, this is a win without a doubt. Now Garoppolo's in, so it's like okay, a little bit more of a challenge. And I'll get to why this game is so big. You look at the standings, and we'll get more into Garoppolo and what that means for their offense. But he is going to play. This is why it's huge. The Lions are 2 games ahead of the Vikings. So now if we go 6-2 going into a bye next week, it's just a great thing because the Vikings are going to be the team that we have to fend off. Packers, Bears, just clear that they're not there yet. But the Vikings have enough pieces to challenge us. And on top of that, this is our last 4 games of the season. Broncos should be a win. Vikings, Cowboys, Vikings. So those in theory, you could lose those 3 games and 2 of them to the Vikings. So if you go into those last 3 games, a couple games up on the Vikings, it really doesn't matter because the Vikings have an opportunity to beat us, and then we could lose to the Cowboys. So we have to get the wins. We have to stay ahead. So while the standings look like the Lions are way out in front, it's like, all right, we're good and we'll win. And, we really aren't getting challenged. Just remember, we have 2 games with the Vikings late in the season. So Garoppolo is in. And here's the thing about Garoppolo is that he had been out for the last 6 quarters, game and a half. And when he's not in there, oh my gosh, you got Brian Hoyer, who's a New England guy. From Josh McDaniels days, and this the whole New England thing is just so tiring. But they lost 30-12 to Chicago. The Bears are terrible, and the Bears didn't even have Justin Fields. They had a no-name rookie, undrafted free agent dude playing. So if Garoppolo doesn't play, the Lions I mean, come on. Like, I know it's the NFL, and I'm the first to be like, it's the NFL. Don't know. Be careful. It's the NFL. Anything could happen. But if Garoppolo's not playing, the Lions easily win. So, hey, he's in. Still, Las Vegas is a 7.5-point underdog, which is a massive number in the NFL. Garoppolo will have to play better than he has all season to have a shot at a desperately needed upset. 100%. Even with Garoppolo, they're not good. So with Garoppolo's backup, it would have been just, dang it, a cakewalk, but that's okay. So entering week 8, he had 8 interceptions in 5 games. That leads the league despite playing in then fewer games. So look, he's not perfect. Nobody is. He's done all the right things to make it easy playing with him as far as the meeting rooms and taking accountability, Devontae Adams said. But look, Garoppolo's not great. The Raiders are not great. But with Garoppolo, they're good enough to beat the Lions. Right? It's that's just the facts. Is they are good enough. They're a good enough NFL team. And Dan Campbell said it. This team is trying desperately to get the run game going. Each week they try, and they just can't get it. We can't be the team that lets them get the running game going because then Garoppolo with the 49ers type of offense, you know how he was so good with that play action, very similar to Jared Goff. Can't get this. Don't let them get any of that stuff going. So we've been very strong against the run. Let's hope that continues because Dan Campbell said they are a ticking time bomb, meaning they have not gotten going yet. And here's the question. Either that's just who the Raiders are. They're never going to get it going all season and they just aren't good. Or boom, starts clicking. Devontae Adams is an elite receiver still. They've got a good running back. Defense is good enough with Max Crosby, and they got the Peters at corner. I mean, they've got enough pieces to beat the Lions. It just feels like at home Monday night, the Lions are still better, but unfortunately, Garoppolo is going to play, so it's going to be a game. I mean, it just is an NFL game. Now, the Lions, to their credit, have beat teams that have beat soundly teams that they should beat soundly. And that's not been the case in the past with the Detroit Lions. The Lions are notorious for playing down to competition at any times that we were good, but not this year. We have destroyed the Falcons, the Bucks, the Packers, the Panthers. It's like we should win this, and we've destroyed them. Same thing happening here, where it's like Lions should win this one, right? And it's like, yeah, I think we will. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Garoppolo, he makes me nervous is all. Like, he just does. He just makes me a little bit nervous that he could make something happen. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you on the next one.